Hi, welcome back to my channel, Cosmic Insight Astrology. I am your co-pilot, Christina. If you're new to my channel, then I would like to ask you to support me and subscribe, like, and comment below. This is very funny because usually I tell to my children, I always quote a singer, actually a band, a reggae band, Chronics, who said, "Do it for the love, don't do it for the like. Success don't come overnight." But technology algorithm only going to recognize me if I going to be liked and subscribe and commented below. So that's why I ask you kindly to do that. All right, today I'm here to actually record for you and talk about Venus and Uranus conjunction in Taurus. We are having a Taurus stellium in May and actually end of April with the Taurian season. I really truly love May because one of my son, my firstborn, was born May 1st. My secondborn was born May 2nd, 3 years apart. So this is my favorite month. Besides, I love Mother's Day as well. So yes, here I am, and we're going to talk about the Taurian energy and Uranus-Venus conjunction. Venus is actually in rulership. So if you're new to my channel, I built up my podcast, my videos with usually I'm starting with the quotes, which I'm, looking for the, which is most relevant for this aspect, what I'm talking about. And also after that, I'm talking about the archetypes. So if you are actually exceeding in astrology and if you have perfect knowledge and you might don't want to know what I'm talking about the archetypes because you heard that many times, then you can actually go to the timestamps and you can listen to your sign as well. Also, guys, I would like to tell you, I do written horoscope for each individual month, and I'm not doing anymore, and each individual sign as well. I'm not doing any more recordings because of it took a lot of time. But you can go to my website, which is urbanwitch.org, and you can actually read the May horoscope for your rising sun and moon as well. All right, and what else I wanted to say before I start? Probably that's what it is. So I'm going to start. So May 18, we're going to have Venus and Uranus conjunct in Taurus at 23 degrees for 24 minutes. So what I would like to start with, I would like to start with a quote over here: "The thrill of the unexpected and the beauty of the unpredictable make us feel alive." Actually, the quote, we don't know who belong it from. This is an anonymous quote. This sentiment highlights the excitement and liveliness brought by the unpredictable Uranus, and it is combined with the sensible and aesthetic Venus. So there is another one which is Kakuzo or Kakura. The art of life lies in a constant readjustment to our surroundings. So if you reflect on this quote beautifully captures the essence of adapting to the sudden changes that a Venus-Uranus conjunction can bring, especially in personal relationship and artistic pursuit. All right, guys. So 23 degrees, 24 minutes Taurus is actually the third decan. The Sabian symbol for this decan between 23 and 24 degrees is a mounted Indian with scalp locks. This symbol evokes images of readiness, adaptability, and the capability to navigate through challenging or actually hostile territories as well. It highlights themes of, ability of swift situation and aligns actually with revolutionary energies, which is like the Uranian energy. And it's also coupled with the Venusian energy as well, which values relationship. So the third decan is the decan between 20 and 30 degrees, and we have to check the Earth energy. So the third sign from Taurus is Capricorn, which is ruled by Saturn. So it's going to get a Saturnian flavor. It's going to be influenced by discipline, structure. And Saturn could be definitely challenging as well because it could indicate delays. Saturnian energy with the characteristic of Taurus like pleasure and luxury and comfort, it could be difficult. So when Venus and Uranus meet up in the third decan, then it could bring some kind of security and stability actually in. And Taurus loves security and stability, and it could bring in financial security or security and stability in your love affairs. Um, it is capable to create some kind of new, like Uranian energy around us, something with revolution, something with innovative energy. But Uranus also, chaos and disruption as well. And with Saturn, they rule Aquarius, so definitely that is a new humanitarian situation, a new humanitarian energy coming in during this Uranus and Venus conjunction. And don't forget, we had Uranus-Jupiter conjunction actually in April 20th, 21st, and it's going to escalate that energy. It's going to actually trigger that point over and over again because Uranus is meeting up with multiple planets, with the Sun on the 13th, Venus on 18, then Mars in June 5th around or 15th. So it's keep meeting other planets in heaven and it's keep actually like magnify the Uranus-Jupiter conjunction energy. So if we are going back to mythology, the Venus, and we're going to talk about the archetype of Venus and the Taurian energy. So Venus rules Taurus and rules Libra. So Venus actually rules love, beauty, harmony, and attraction. In Libra, it's also rules peace, and in Taurus, it's rules the food that you put into your mouth, especially sweets, and it rules the farmland and currency and possession as well. So Venus also rules and governs social interaction as well, right? So in mythology, Venus was Aphrodite. In Greek mythology, the goddess of love and beauty, born actually from the sea foam, and she was admired by gods and mortals. Not just because of her beauty, but because of the compassionate relationship. And Venus also rules fertility as well. Uranus actually associated with sudden changes, freedom, rebellion, innovation, anything to do with chaos. Uranus breaks the status quo, representing the element of surprise in our life. In mythology, Uranus, the sky god, was overthrown by his son Kronos in a dramatic and violent act, and it's going to highlight the theme of revolutionary change, which is going to destroy established orders to create something new. Taurus archetype focuses on stability, pleasure, materialism, and persistence as well. Taurus seeks for comfort, enjoyment, luxury. Taurus likes tangible energies, likes the physical world. It's connected with our senses, all of our senses. Um, so Taurus likes harmonious environment and security as well. In interaction between Venus and Uranus in Taurus, and especially if we are going to talk about the influence of the third decan, which is a Saturnian energy, then we're going to actually understand this conjunction can bring sudden shift how we relate to others, and how we relate our material possessions. Because this aspect can trigger rapid new attractions, unexpected financial changes. Even the financial market could be very volatile, and also sudden insight into what we value most. In terms of mundane astrology and collective astrology, we can actually capable to have some kind of issue with weather-related changes here, because Uranus is weather, and Taurus rules the farmland and the meadows as well. So we're going to have some kind of changes in weather pattern, and it could disrupt agricultural pursuit or the comfort level as well. Uh, so whatever is reflecting Taurus connection to earth and nature. In health-wise, it could be some kind of disruption, especially anything to do with the sense and the senses, the five senses I was talking about. And, health is anything to, Venus, anything to do with diabetic pills and diabetes as well, sugar level. So I would think there could be some kind of disruption, how we actually going to export, import that medicine. And because of we had actually Saturn and Venus conjunction before in Pisces, and Venus is exalted in Pisces, I would think there going to be some kind of issue and decrease with insulin medicines and insulins, so diabetes medicines. Education-wise, this could be amazing for art. So, for example, um, anything to do with art could get some kind of financial aid, and anything to do with yeah, most likely. And you know what else? Gardening could come into our children's education, because of the Taurus rules the earth, its earth fixed sign, and also connected with the field, land, like farm and farming and planting. So children might going to finally study how to grow food. And if we're checking actually the war and peace terms during this Venus-Uranus conjunction, there could be some kind of disruption actually with the ceasefire. Venus is seeking peace, but Uranus is chaos. You know what's gonna happen actually? No, it's not about the ceasefire. It's about, yes, it's about the ceasefire, but it's about we're going to have more protest, and it's gonna be a lot more university protest because of Palestine and Israel war. And because of Taurus rules the financial axis, it is the money what we earn, and also rules farmland and agriculture and luxurious good as well. And so it's going to actually bring in some kind of disruption and some kind of volatility in markets, what is um, related to beauty, art, luxury goods, and farmland, cows, milk, agriculture, things like that. So there could be some kind of disruption. What else can we talk about? Lately I love actually to read about the what is that? The Jandu's interpretation of the symbol of the signs. And I'm going to check right now where is Taurus for you guys. Just wait a minute, because I have to find it and I have to read it for you. So that's gonna be 23 degrees Taurus, and I have to go 23 degrees. You can find that interpretation on Astro Theme. And Astro Theme rewrote Jandu's 360 degrees um, of interpretation of each individual degree. But I still love to look into this. So what is the 23 and 24 degree Taurus? Jandu says crows peck their food in a dried up riverbed, and a poor wretch leaning on a useless reed seems to try to find a few leftovers also. So what is the interpretation of this degree? Generous, helpful, and gullible character, misplaced confidence result in sufferings and disappointments. One generously shares everything one possesses with less fortunate people. However, one must spare enough resources for oneself, otherwise, one is in danger of falling into the dire poverty which one has helped other people out of. So, okay, so this is actually saying help as much as you can, and you can give a lending, a helping hand, and lend a helping hand, but be careful because of people can actually pull you back to the mud if you are not aware. So be careful who you help for, be careful who you give hand to, because not everyone is capable to stand up even with help. And sometimes we are wasting energy for people who are incapable to make a change. So, all right. So this is a good reflection over here, guys. So yes, that is going to trigger the Jupiter and Uranian energy, more changes coming in, and like right now, actually, because of Bitcoin and Ethereum went down, and with Uranus, Jupiter, it's supposed to go up. But actually it's still really low. But because of Venus is definitely a positive energy conjuncting and triggering that point, I would say right now it will be actually positive change, and it's going to start to increase again. Plus Jupiter and Venus also going to conjunct soon in Taurus and in very late degrees. So we're going to talk about that again. Um, but it's going to restart trigger, and we're going to actually stand up for our peace, and we're going to value art in our life, and we're going to get like sudden laughs, like you can get obsessed and fall in love to things what was so unusual for you, and unusual things, and a lot of people going to fall in love with people who they would never get attracted to. Uranian energy could bring situations like that, for sure. So, there is definitely that options with this. I'm just thinking, what else can we talk about? But I'm going to go sign by sign as I do before. And I want to tell you, Aries rising, sun and moon, I start with you as usual. It's going to happen in your second house. Taurus is your second house of real estate. Sun is for career and father figure, your vitality. Moon is your subconscious, the way you are nurtured, your mother figure, your real estate. And the rising is all about you. So it is your personal finances, your possession, your values, your second house, anything to do with farmland, anything to do with possession, the food you eat. So you can actually expect sudden changes or unusual developments in your financial situation. And you're going to change actually also the way you value your material possessions. You can actually encounter unexpected expenses or unique opportunities to increase your income also, and through some kind of unconventional means, unconventional way, you are capable to invest in art or luxurious jewelry to preserve your money. Um, and the food what you eat, actually, you might going to be more have more sweet taste somehow, because of it's Venus is in rulership, and like Uranus is chaotic. So anytime anxiety, when you are going to be actually anxious, you're going to start to eat. So careful with that. Taurus rising, sun and moon, it's going to happen in your first house, self appearance, personal initiatives. You know what? Here, what we have, you also going to have anything to do with, the company you, this is the house, the way you represent yourself. This is the mask, actually, the first house. The mask, what you put on for society, how you represent yourself. The sun is for your vitality, father figure, career. Moon is your real estate, subconscious, mother figure. And the rising sun is all about you. So this conjunction can bring sudden desire to reinvent your appearance and approach to life, guys. This is really good because of you're going to incline to express yourself in a unique way. You're going to go through a radical change. Some of you going to come out as gay because Uranus represents the gay people as well, or like with gender, you know, some kind of gender or transgender, gender changing possibility as well for some Tauruses over here. But definitely you're going to be uh, uh, using more green maybe in your clothing or very eclectic clothing as well. And the way you represent yourself, it's going to be expensive. You're going to spend a lot of money on yourself. But this is your birthday month. It's still your birthday month, so probably you went through a change. Um, and the way you are representing your company, it's also going to become very, very unique. You're going to have a lot of sudden ideas, good ideas, how you can make money as well. Gemini rising sun and moon is going to happen in your 12th house. 12th house, anything to do with your subconscious secrets, isolation. This is your bedroom. This is actually the underprivileged people. This is anything to do with hospitals, hospice, hotels, jail, orphans, art, music and music industry, and also script writing. So there is insight that suddenly surface might change your perspective drastically. It's a good time for breakthroughs in therapy or unexpected revelation that help you let go of past issues. Anything to do with alcoholism, addiction, obsession, you are capable to let go of. Perhaps you are getting out of, addictology or maybe from jail. You can start to write. You can start to write a script, and it's gonna be sudden. You're gonna download overnight. Uranus is downloading the Akashic record because Uranus is the crown chakra, so it could be something to do with that. And you just wake up and you start to write a book, and 2 weeks later you're going to be a bestseller. So Gemini rising, that's gonna be amazing for you. Cancer rising, sun and moon, it's going to happen in your 11th house of friendship, groups, aspirations. It is luck and gain as well, the money from your career, what you earn from your career, and also that is your social network. So sudden changes in your social circle or unexpected events involving friends could occur. New and unusual people might enter your life, offering fresh perspective or collaboration. And the collaboration going to bring in financial opportunities for you, luck with your finances as well. So you can have actually some kind of, you go to an event and fall in love with someone right away on a social event, or through social network, or through dating site. And you definitely going to be invited for more social event, and you can reinvent your whole entire friendship group as well. All right, Leo rising sun and moon, it's going to happen in your 10th house, career, reputation, authority figures, anything to do with your public image. Sun is for father figure, career, vitality. Moon is mother figure, real estate, and subconscious. And the rising sign is all about you. So what's happening over here? Some kind of unpredictable event in your career could arise, possibly altering your path in significant ways. So a new job is arising for you, your public reputation out of, like you can be a rebel and you can become in TV, you can go to a protest and you can become famous overnight. Definitely sudden shift in professional goals as well. Your reputation is changing and it's going to be out of nowhere. So as I said, be careful if you don't want to be infamous though, because of, it could bring in infamous opportunities as well. And because of Venus is money, it could be like your new career is going to actually bring in a financial increase. So financial luxury as well, because Taurus is luxury and comfort. Um, all right, guys, Virgo rising sun and moon is going to happen in your ninth house. Ninth house, anything to do with your beliefs, higher education, older siblings, long distance traveling, podcast publishing, and legal foreign matters, visa and green card and citizenship. So, Sun is for your father figure, vitality and career. Moon is for real estate, mother figure, subconscious, and rising sign is all about you. It's going to impact you suddenly. Actually, something has to be with travel or study, something unusual. Maybe you're going to have some kind of grade up with education. You're going to change major, uh, you know, you out of the blue, and your belief system is changing. Maybe you were very Christian or very religious, and right now you see a UFO because Uranus is a UFO, and and then you're going to actually change your whole entire belief system, your philosophy, your worldview is changing. And because of some sudden event, Uranus also tornado, and if you actually outlive a tornado or some kind of natural disaster like this, because we're going to have some kind of Uranian energy is activated, obviously that it's going to be more tornadoes, more lightnings, and things like that, earthquakes. So if you survive that, then your whole worldview going to change and philosophy. All right, Libra rising sun and moon, it's gonna happen in your eighth house. Sun is your vitality, father figure, and career. Moon is your mother figure, real estate, and subconscious. And rising is everything about you. Eighth house is anything to do with taboos, tax, death, abortion, will. Stock market, transformation, shared resources, intimacy, so that going to this conjunction could bring unexpected changes related to finances involving others, anything to do with inheritance, prenups, joint finances, maybe with tax refund because it's rules tax refund as well, or maybe a medical malpractice going to bring in some kind of victory for you and you're going to get a good payout date. Definitely changes in intimate relationship. You're going to reawaken your mojo with your significant other or with your in your relationship, in your sex life. So you're going to definitely connect deeply and different way right now to your significant other. Yes, so you can get a bigger amount of tax refund, which is like going to be surprising for you. Or what else? Or maybe an inheritance from a faraway country where you didn't know you have an uncle or aunt, but they show up. Right now I'm laughing because there is some joke over there in social media. Oh my God, I always wanted to have money, and right now a king from Africa showed up, or a prince. If I send $5,000, they're gonna send me back 50 more. So whatever, but it's not gonna be that kind for you. You can actually really have uh, an uncle or aunt you didn't know about and bring in some kind of inheritance. All right, Scorpio rising sun and moon is going to happen in your seventh house of partnership, public relation, anything to do with your significant other, anything to do with your your viewers. This is your client. as well, and legal matters as well, the alliances. So sudden development in close relationship, friendship, or business partnership. But because Venus is involved, you most likely going to actually have a new business partner, or maybe out of nowhere you're going to get married or engaged, and you were not talking about that. That's gonna be very surprising because you only date for 3 months, and you realize you are getting married right now. So, also if you have any legal matters and you thought it's going to be a long way to get whatever is rightfully yours, it could turn out for your favor right away. Uranus Venus could actually bring in some kind of change in relationship, like a divorce, a sudden change. But because Venus is involved, it could be some kind of blessing ending because of it's eventually it's blessing because of like you might urge for this deeply inside for a long time, but you never actually vocalized it. And right now, this change going to bring you that opportunity to get liberated from a relationship. Sagittarius rising sun and moon is going to happen in your sixth house. Sixth house, anything to do with your health, work, daily routine. That is your rental properties and your small pets as well. All right, what's gonna happen? The sun is for your father figure, vitality, career. Moon is for your mother figure, real estate, and subconscious, and the rising everything about you. So innovation at work or sudden changes in your work environment going to emerge, and head might take an unexpected turn. Either it's going to be like a rapid improvement, or like a diagnosis, but not you don't necessarily like. And I hope it's not that because I have enough. I'm a Sagittarius rising, and like I really have enough right now from these health issues I'm having for months. So I truly hope we're going to have, guys, an unexpected turn, which is going to be a rapid improvement. But it could also bring in a pet, like like you find a pet on the street, or your pet finds the way back to home, or it could actually bring in an unexpected opportunity to buy a rental property. You were maybe not ready to buy a rental property, but it's just gonna show up beautiful, and you have the cash for it, or you just everything aligned, and you're capable to do that and buy it, or you're going to actually hire people to do your social media account. It could appear like this as well. All right, Capricorn rising sun and moon, it's going to happen in your fifth house. Fifth house, anything to do with investment, romance, children, joy, creativity, creative projects. Lottery winning, so you might going to win the lottery, and also a new romantic encounters might appear suddenly. Anything to do, anything exciting with the relationship, anything unusual, romance, a lot of romance, a lot of mojo, a lot of creative approach. You can actually go with your children for art therapies or art festivals, or something to do, something creative do with the children. You might going to encourage them to write lyrics, music, or perform. And also you're going to have some kind of creative inspiration, and it's going to spike right now. So it's going to offer you a lot of new avenue to express yourself on a field of creativity, anything to do with joy and luxury, and actually joy and pleasure, because it's more like joy and pleasure over here, some romantic trip. And if you would like to invest, that is or you just learn your cryptocurrency went up like crazy, and you were actually scared about that, or you get pregnant unexpectedly, because fifth house is children as well. And I didn't say, but your sun is about your vitality and your career, father figure, moon is mother figure, real estate, and subconscious, and rising everything about you. All right, guys, Aquarius rising sun and moon is going to happen in your fourth house. Fourth house is your root, your family, your home, your real estate, your living situation. Fourth house also funerals and ending as well. Sun is your father figure, vitality, career. Moon is mother figure, real estate, and subconscious. And the rising sun, all about you. It's going to bring a sudden change at home, in your family, in your living situation. Something with unexpected repair, or maybe an unexpected move going to occur for you. Something which is surprising, a surprising development within a family. Maybe you won or inherited a house and you move over there, or you sell the house and you're capable to buy a house out from that. It could bring in a sudden loss of a family member as well, but definitely a radical change over here. You know, Venus is mostly love, Uranus is a sudden event, so it could actually, maybe you going to adopt a child and you were not really planning to adopt a child, but there is an opportunity and you will. Um, or you find your family, you know, you were raised by adopting parents, you've been adopted and you were not inclined to find your biological parents, but somehow because it was a closed adoption, but somehow you will find them. So definitely everything is changing over there with the family dynamic. All right, guys, last but not least, my Pisces rising fellow Pisceans, you know, the beautiful mystical fishes of the ocean. We're going to have that in our third house. Sun is our career and father figure and vitality. I have a Pisces sun. And then Moon is your subconscious mother figure and real estate, home, and rising everything about you. Third house, anything to do with communication, neighborhood community, your younger siblings, short trips, skill-based studies. So, you know, like what it's going to impact, it's going to impact your short trip. For example, something is coming up and you have to go for a short trip. Maybe visit your sibling. Maybe, you know, like there is gonna be some kind of disruption in your community, perhaps in your neighborhood. You will learn about something which is going to be that kind of feelings like, oh, I don't know, how do I feel about that? Maybe somebody fell in love with someone, but the one is a 50 years old woman and the boy is a 22 years old man. I don't know, something which could bother you somehow. And you know, there could be some kind of issue with and the shift in your relationship with a sibling as well. So either or, conjunction could either or be. So either you're going to have actually an amazing change and you're going to get reconnected, or unfortunately, it could bring in some kind of chaos and disruption with a sibling or with a neighbor as well, guys. Communication, you know, you are might going to also be the one who start to write out of nowhere. Maybe you were journal something, but you know, you didn't have really ideas what to write about, and right now, overnight, you're just going to download information going to start to come to you. Or, you know, actually you are capable to learn about, Pisces is really artistic and you're capable to learn about actually artificial intelligence, AI, how to use ChatGPT, how to write prompts for artificial intelligence. And you are capable to increase your salary, your finances could become stable because of Venus representing that. All right, guys, if you loved my podcast, please subscribe, like, and comment below. I really would appreciate it. As I said at the beginning, I'm going to do multiple videos today. I'm going to come up with Mars and North Node conjunction and Jupiter and Venus, which is going to be a very, very pleasant aspect over here. And also we're going to have Jupiter move to Gemini. So I'm going to have a long video for each individual sign because it's going to affect us for a year and it's going to start a 12-year synodic cycle. All right, you guys, talk to you soon. Thank you so much for listening, liking, and being here with me and supporting me. I really appreciate each one of you. Bye for now.